You were?
I wasn't. You actually should just be over in that corner.
It's on the right side or the left side. You want the horse, it's the right side.
Portage number 2. This one's pretty steep. Onto lake number 2. This portage is 134, whatchamacallits. This is the longest one, or maybe the second longest one that we're gonna have of the trip. All right, Tin Can Mike Lake. How's it going?
Good. Much farther.
Apparently Monday or Friday wasn't supposed to be windy, but it's windy. Yeah, it's really windy. We're back for the second load now. And then, all right, I figured it out. This will work. Kinda. We're on portage number 3, portage number 3. This one's 80 thingamabobs. Just a little over half what the last one was, so that's good. And then we're at our 4th lake of the day, Horse Lake. Next one will be where we're gonna camp after a couple more portages.
Right here?
Yeah, it's right up there. There's a group down there. So we just crossed Horse Lake. Now we're right at the mouth of a portage that's gonna bring us to a different portage that's gonna take us to the lake that we're gonna camp on. Wow. I'm just on this big rock that kind of overlooks the lake. Portage number 5. 80 thingamabobs. And then 16 thingamabobs. And then we're done for the day for portaging. So 7 portages today. Last pack from Horse Lake. Right up here, forks off. You can either go this way or you can just take this path, portage a little more. So that's what we're gonna do. It's just a lot easier than loading and unloading everything. So we got the canoe over there. I got this pack. So we're just gonna have to come back and get this pack. And then we should be done portaging for the day. So that'll be 5 total for today. Not 7. Beaver Dam, Beaver Dam. Okay, never mind. Those 2 portages did not converge into one portage. This is the small one. This one kind of just goes over a hill and back down, so it's really short. And it's really, really windy once you get over the hill. So we really got to try to find a camp that's out of the wind. It's kind of brutal. So we actually had one more portage that wasn't listed on the map. There's this rocky area. Whatever, you get the point. It's just rocky area, and we didn't know there's a portage because it didn't say so on the map. So this is portage number 7, and hopefully the final of the day. We finally made it to camp. So basically we came from that way, straight across to here. And then we're gonna have to go in the morning. Got the canoe up here, but we're gonna have to drag it over to there to get into Fort Town. Yeah, I don't know what lake this is. It's in between Horse and Fort Town. That's where we'll be going tomorrow. It's this cool little thing over here. That's cool. So this flows into Fort Town. And then we're gonna do a little bit of fishing tonight. We're gonna fish right off that point over there. Over there, the Fort Town. Camp. Oh! Fish on. Grab the net. Woo! Let's go. Morning.
So if you look at the map, this is where we started, where that black line is. That's where the parking lot is, and then we had a small portage to the creek here, where we paddled through that, and then we got into Mudrow, went all the way through that, and then we had portage into Sandpit, and we went through that, and then we had a portage into Tin Can, we went through Tin Can, then we had a portage into Horse, and then we went around this little peninsula, and we cut this corner across this way, and then to right here. We took this portage over, we put in there, and then we took this, and then we portaged here, and then there's a little tiny portage right there too. There's this little tiny lake right here, and right after the 17 portage, there's this lake here, and then we stayed at this first campsite last night. And the plan for today is to, best case scenario, it's super windy and the wind is going like directly this way. So we're hopefully going to be able to get around to this island and stay on this edge. and then cut across this island, ride this across, and then take this kind of just like this way, and then just book it across, and then ride this shoreline over to this portage, and then hopefully get into Boot. And then from there we should be able to get anywhere we want because it's Southland. So we'll just get across here and stay wherever we want there. But if we can't end up crossing here because it's too wavy, it's too windy, we'll just use the wind and take it to one of these campsites and then just stay there for the night. So that's the plan for now.
All right, we're on the water. Day 2. We're gonna try to get into Boot Lake today, but it's really windy, so we might not, but we'll see. I'm not gonna record any of it because we might fall in the water. We made it. This is Fort Town. We came from kind of by these islands to here, and now we're taking that way to Boot. And we survived. That's the main point. Super windy, and we ran into some rollers, but we're good. We made it. This will probably be the only portage of the day, and then we'll find somewhere to camp in Boot or ferry. So we made it to campsite number 2. It's really, really windy. We came from that way. We're on the upper side of Boot right now. Came down that way. We canoed up here, through here, this way, out that way. Yeah, we're on kind of a point right now. Camp's up that way, and this is where we're going to stay for the night because it is way too windy to go anywhere else. And it's a nice campsite. So. 40-mile-per-hour gusts. And it's been doing this since like 11 o'clock last night. So we're not moving today. It is too windy, too cold, too shitty. So we're gonna just hunker down here until it calms down. So it's been windy all day. Tried fishing, but it's really windy. Can't go anywhere because it's super windy, so we're just gonna settle down for a little nap time and then hopefully do some fishing if it calms down later, and then probably get up pretty early tomorrow and work our way back to the entry point. Wind died down a tiny bit, so we are back on the portage that goes from Boot into Fort Town, and then we're just gonna try to find any campsite alongside Fort Town, and then yeah, hopefully have some time to get some fishing in, and hopefully the water's going to whatever campsite we're gonna go to isn't too bad. But it has calmed down a little bit, so fingers crossed. All right, we got campsite number 3. We came from that way, in between those islands over there, That's over where Boot was, and then we just cut across over to here, and then like right to over there. And now this whole area is camped for the night. We got this nice view. That right there is a large island. We're gonna try to fish for walleyes right along the coast of there, and then kind of just over in that area too. Camp for the night. Here's a sleeping setup, by the way. Sleeping bag, camp pillow, and under that, a sleeping pad, blown up probably like 60% of the way. And then this guy for a little extra padding. It's cold this morning. It's like 42 degrees with a nice breeze out of the west. So I decided to take a little walk to the next campsite south from us. It's a nice little campsite. Yeah, it's a nice morning. I think the plan for today is to just kind of lounge around this morning and take our time packing up, and then kind of slowly work our way back to the entry point. Yeah. Got really cold last night. It was probably like low 30s at one point. But we survived the night. Sunrise is absolutely gorgeous. We're just gonna take our time today and make our way back to the truck.
breakfast this morning. We got maple brown sugar hot cereal. And that's it. Got some water boiling there. Gonna eat this and go fishing. We have left campsite number 3. We're gonna go south down Fort Town Lake, and then we have 3 portages into Mudrow, and then 1 portage back to the truck, and then we're done. Woo! Great trap. We started here. We're gonna go down this way. We got 14, 104, 43 into Mudrow, and then 25 back to the truck right there. Ooh.
This one's gonna be tough. back at the starting point. We started right over there.